How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Riley here. And you guys, before I even hop into this, I know what most of you are going to say, that I'm relatively late on this type of rebuild with this team. I'm a couple days behind, but regardless of that fact, you guys know we have been pumping out the rebuilds like crazy here on my channel. So without further ado, as you guys can already see from the title of the video and the screen right in front of you by now, today we are going to be hopping into a Houston Rockets rebuild after they acquired Russell Westbrook in a trade for Chris Paul to the Oklahoma City Thunder. You guys, I'm not even kidding. Right when I saw the tweet from Woj about this blockbuster trade going down, I thought to myself, wow, it's time to make a rebuild of this, because I'm actually really curious to see if this Houston Rockets team is going to be able to succeed with two ball-dominant players like James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I think they're going to do pretty decent, but we're going to be hopping into NBA 2K19 with the 2K20 rosters as we've been doing recently and trying to see if we can lead this new Houston Rockets team to an NBA championship. So before we hop into the video, you guys, if you are going to enjoy it or you are already intrigued, make sure to go down below and smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel and you haven't done this yet, I'm highly encouraging each and every one of you guys to go over there and subscribe as well. We're coming out with brand new NBA videos every single week. We are doing a ton of rebuilds recently with all of the crazy free agency signings, trades, etc. You guys don't want to miss out on what's coming forward, I promise you that. But without further ado, let's jump into this Houston Rockets 2020 rebuild with Russell Westbrook. Alright, you guys, as I already said, we're hopping in the minutes right now. I'm going to show you guys what 2K has generated for the minutes of this team. We got Westbrook at the point, Harden at the 2, Gordon at the 3, Tucker at the 4, Capella at the 5, followed by Gerald Green, Austin Rivers, Tyson Chandler, Daniel House, and they originally did have Deontay Davis playing. However, I took away his minutes since he's only a 72 overall. So originally, I feel like we're going to be rocking with this 9-man rotation. If that looks good to you guys, I mean, looking at it right now from my perspective, it looks like a pretty solid lineup. So I really don't think I want to make any major changes. I usually like to coast through the first year, and if we're doing that bad halfway through the year per se, I might try to make a trade and see if I can make the team better by any means. But as you guys just saw the minutes as I ran through them, we're rocking with this 9-man rotation with the Houston Rockets. The minutes seem pretty good to me. Harden and Westbrook each getting 36. That seems fair, and it seems like it's going to work. So without further ado, I really don't think I'm going to touch anything. If we're doing bad, like I said, halfway through the year, we might make a move. But for now, we're going to simulate with this team and see how they do. I will meet you guys at the end of the first season. All right, you guys, after going through the first season with this brand new look Houston Rockets team, we see the team finish with a 58-24 record. And the big thing on the screen right now is we see James Harden take away most valuable player in the 2019 to 2020 season, even with playing alongside Russell Westbrook, while putting up 28.5, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists per game on about 44% three-point shooting and 50% field goal shooting. That is ridiculous. Zion wins Rookie of the Year with the Pelicans, 22, 9, and 4. Pretty solid numbers. Dwight Howard wins 6th Man of the Year. All right, what is that? Whatever, we're going to keep going. We got Giannis at DPOY, Yusuf Nurkic with most improved player. We see that a lot in this. And Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year with... What did the Thunder do? Dude, are you serious? The Thunder won Coach of the Year with Billy Donovan, dude. I want to see that team. We need to look at that team. We see James Harden obviously make first team. Second team, we got Russell Westbrook on second team, so that is big. Third team, we see, all right, we got no one there, but Chris Paul makes third team. But, dude, that's ridiculous. All right, we see that we are I'm trying to look, we are the 2 seed in the Western Conference. The Okc Thunder are the 3 seed, the Lakers are the 1, and the Clippers are the 4. All right, that's really interesting, but I want to see what this Thunder team is made of, dude. Like, what is that? I'm not trying to go into that. That's my bad. We go into season stats, player stats. First off, we're going to look at our team, see what we did. James Harden put up 28.5, as we just looked at. 5 rebounds, 9 assists per game. We got Russell Westbrook at second, averaging 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. Absolutely absurd numbers from our top 2 players. Then we got Clint Capella at 15, Gerald Green at 12. I almost said Danny Green. That's my bad. Eric Gordon at 12. 1 and 4 assists per game, so that's very good. We're gonna keep going down the list. We see that we got some pretty solid numbers all around the entire lineup. I'm not gonna complain, but now we are going to the Thunder's lineup, and according to 2K, if they kept what they have right now, they would be a pretty decent team, as we see that they had Chris Paul average 22 points per game for this Thunder team, 5 rebounds, and over 10 assists per game. That is ridiculous. Then you got Gallinari averaging 18, Dwight Howard averaging 17, Steven Adams averaging 15. They got Marcus Smart in a trade. He averaged 10. SGA put up 10. Ferguson put up 6.5. Theis put up 6. They got Theis in a trade too. Who did they trade to the Celtics, though? I'm really curious about that, too. We're going to look and see what they got out of this. I mean, they got Dennis Schroeder from the OKC Thunder. All right, there's one piece. I'm trying to look for the second piece. And I'm not finding anything big, you guys. Mike Muscala, I'm pretty sure, is on the Thunder right now, if I'm not mistaken. but that's really all they got. They got those two players in the OKC Thunder trade, and the OKC Thunder got Marcus Smart, and they finished with the 3 seed. Dude, like, what is that? Are you kidding me right now? That we actually see the OKC Thunder with Chris Paul finish as a 3 seed in the Western Conference. I really cannot believe my eyes. We actually have a pretty tough matchup in the first round against the Denver Nuggets, and they take game 1 from us. We take game 2, tied 1-1 right now. I'm really hoping we can just get through this. We're up 2-1 right now. Please make it 3-1. Gentlemen, sweep them. Come on, let's just see it happen. All right, it's at game 6. Please do not let it go game 7. We win it in 6 games over the Denver Nuggets. That's what I like to see. Now we're taking on the OKC Thunder in this matchup against Chris Paul, Marcus Smart, Terrence Ferguson, Danilo Gallinari, Steven Adams, and Dwight Howard. 6th man of the year. All right, this is really interesting, actually. Never in a million years would I have expected to see this matchup in the second round of the playoffs in my first year, but we're up 2 games right now. Please make it 3. Nope, tied 2, not tied. 2-1 right now. 2-2, now it's tied. Please do not. Okay, we take game 6. That is huge. Not game 5. Wow, I cannot speak right now. But regardless of that fact, we take them in 6 games. And now we're facing the 5-seeded Pelicans in the Western Conference Finals. Definitely not what I was expecting, and I haven't even realized that the Los Angeles Lakers got knocked out first round, as did the LA Clippers, in 7 games for the Lakers, and in 6 games by the Pelicans for the Clippers. That is insane. I never would have expected that either. But on the other side, we see the 1 and 2 seed make it, Brooklyn and Philly. So we might be going up against Kevin Durant. I did not turn his injury on. That is my mistake. Him or Klay Thompson, I usually forget to, but what are you going to do? It's life. So without further ado, we are in the Western Conference Finals. I feel confident in my team that they're going to win this. And we're down 2-0. Please, dude. Okay, it's... Dude, like... Okay. Oh my God. We got eliminated in 6 games by the Zion Williamson-led New Orleans Pelicans. And now the Pelicans are taking on the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals. So we did not win a championship in our first year, which means we got some work to do. We see the NBA Finals right now, 2-2. Pelicans take a 3-2 lead. And the New Orleans Pelicans are your NBA champions, dude. Are you kidding me? Led by rookie Zion Williamson, who put up 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists per game in the NBA Finals, taking home a Finals MVP as a rookie. That is a little ridiculous if you ask me. I do not see the Pelicans winning in the first year with the team they have assembled right now. Like, don't get me wrong, it's going to be fun to watch, but they have no chance at winning the NBA Finals. If they do, that would be the most ridiculous thing I think any of us have ever seen. But regardless of that fact, you guys, we obviously see that we have some work to do this offseason. We could not come away with the championship with the team that we had assembled. So I'm going to hop into some stuff that you guys might want to see, and I'm going to get by some stuff that you probably don't want to see, but I will come back to you guys when something important pops up. You guys, looking at my staff signings right now, the only position that was not filled from now on is the head scout position, so I'm just signing someone to that really quickly. I'm thinking we're going to keep D'Antoni for the final year of his contract in this game. I know his contract is expiring at the end of this year in real life, but doing this in 2K19, it kind of messes with some stuff, and D'Antoni's under contract for 1 more year. I'm going to keep him. His offense is an A+, his defense is a B. That seems fine to me, and our trainer is currently at a B, so I think I'm going to fire him. We are going to go after the best trainer that we can get, and there's seriously no A's. There is no A's in this entire thing. That's really not good to see, but a B+ trainer with an A potential is the best that we can possibly get, so we're going to go after him. But other than that, you guys, we're not going to see any changes in the staff besides head scout and trainer, which are not that important. But I still wanted to show you guys it regardless, so we get our 2 people that we want. Without further ado, we're not going to have a position in the draft, considering we just traded away some draft picks, and we're probably not going to have a high pick, considering we were the 2 seed. So without further ado, we are probably going to skip past the draft, and we'll get to you guys in free agency, and we're going to see what necessary moves we have to make to this team to make them an actual, not a championship contender, but actually to win the championship in the second year of this rebuild. But you guys, we're to the team and player options right now. I want to show you guys this because I'm not sure. We did get the player option declined by Austin Rivers. All right, that one kind of hurts, I'm not going to lie. And with the rest of these are basically just people that are going to be filling in our roster, so I really don't care. I mean, he's to a minimum contract. I will accept him. I'm going to decline the other 2. They will just fill in if it's necessary. But we see Austin Rivers walk, which is actually pretty huge. He was a solid player for us off the bench. So we're going to take a look into this, see how many players we have on the roster right now. And I'm going to try to see if I can make any necessary moves to make this team better than it was last year. It's going to be tough, but we are going to try and see what we can knock out. All right, you guys, we're looking like we're in a pretty sticky situation right now. I'm not going to lie, because looking through this right now, you guys, our lineup, we basically only have 5 players that are actually going to play, and they are the starting positions throughout our entire team. We have a starting point guard, shooting guard, 3, 4, and 5 right now. So we're going to have to make some moves this offseason, probably get 4 more players to round out a solid 9-man rotation. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I will keep you guys updated. I'm going to go into free agency, see if I can sign anyone, and show you guys who I might get. All right, you guys, we obviously still do have the bird rights on Austin Rivers after the Houston Rockets traded for him or signed him. I can't remember what they did, but we do have the bird rights. So I'm thinking we are going to offer him a 2-year deal with a player option. He's probably going to accept it, around $7 million a year. And he's 27 right now with a 78 overall. He can still get better, and he was a solid piece for us off the bench that I feel like we kind of need. So that is the first contract that we are giving out. Another player that we are going to offer for cheap, you guys, we are going to give a contract. We're going to see if J.R. Smith is going to sign with the team. He will be a solid player to kick it out and shoot. This offense is obviously 7 seconds or less. We are firing up threes constantly. Hopefully he's going to help us out, but I'm going to keep looking, try to fill out this roster as much as I can. All right, you guys, these are the 3 players that I am signing right off the bat. We are taking back Austin Rivers on a 2-year deal with the player option. As I already show you guys, we are signing J.R. Smith to a 1-year deal with a team option on the 2nd year, if I'm not mistaken. That is what I did. And the 3rd and final player, we are bringing back Kenneth Faried. After he was gone for 1 year, he is going to be a huge help as a backup center for this team. At least I'm hoping. We signed him to a 2-year, around $5 million deal per year, I should say. But there is 8. I'm pretty sure we're going to double check the roster right now. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, with those 3, we have 8 in the rotation. We just need 1 more, and it's either going to be a small forward or a 4 spot. I'm not quite sure yet. I will get to you guys when I find someone for that. All right, you guys, we are into the 2nd day of free agency, and I'm thinking that we might have found our 9th guy to fill out our rotation. I offered 3 players today just in case, but we see the one that we want, and it is Andre Iguodala, who we are going to sign to a 2-year deal to complete this 9-man rotation, dude. Iggy is going to be a huge help to this team. I am so excited to see him come into this roster. Even at 36 years old, at a 77 overall, his defense and offensive style of play is going to be huge to help out this team. I did offer Trevor Booker and Maurice Harkless as well, and apparently I can sign everyone on this. I'm not quite sure how, but I'm thinking just regardless of the fact, I have my 9-man rotation, and injuries are obviously off. You never have injuries in these rebuilds. So we are going to get rid of Trevor Booker and Maurice Harkless. And thinking off the top of my head, we have the starting 5 right now. 6, 7, 8, 9 right there off the bench. That should be good. They should fill out the team completely as I want it to. So without further ado, that is all I need to do in free agency. We did not strike out on anyone that we wanted. We are going to skip by right now. We're going to hop into player progressions, and I'm going to show you guys how everyone progressed on the team. Hopefully our main guys went up quite a bit. We see James Harden at a 97, Westbrook at a 92 now. That's good to see. Clint Capella at an 89, Austin Rivers still at a 78. Very nice. Iggy's at a 76, but he's still going to help out this team regardless of that overall. That is for sure. We got Daniel House at a 75. Iggy might actually start, but I might still have him just call off the bench just because he will be a huge spark off there. We got Deontay Davis even. We got PJ Tucker at a 73. And where is Kenneth Faried? Where is Kenneth Faried? Why is he not on this list? I'm really hoping we got Kenneth Faried, as I truly have no idea why Kenneth Faried was not on this list. I'm really hoping I did not decline his contract in free agency on accident, because that would actually be terrible. I'm praying right now that is not what happened. We're going to load in the draft class really quickly, but seriously, if that actually did happen, I'm going to be really upset. Dude, are you serious? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're gonna have to pick up a free agent now because somehow Kenneth Faried did not get signed to the team. I'm seriously like shocked right now that he's not on this team. All right, you guys, I'm not quite sure what the New York Knicks are doing. This would be the biggest New York Knicks move in NBA history. This would just top everything. But we have put our 2022 first-round pick on the market, and they are willing to give us Mitchell Robinson in exchange for this first-round pick and Isaiah Hartenstein. So, without a doubt in my mind, I know it's a little bit unrealistic, but I'm going to take what I can get. We just got Mitchell Robinson from the New York Knicks. What I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to switch his position to power forward. If not, we're going to switch Deontay Davis to a power forward. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to do that really quickly, though, and show you guys the rotation and the minutes at the beginning of the season. But I did forget we still have to go into potential, I'm pretty sure, to give that out to some of our players. So we're going to get into that right now. I'm going to show you guys who I'm sending where. I'm really hoping I'm going to have 3 camps, but I'm not quite sure. And we do only have 2 because we only have a B+ trainer, which is really bad when we think about it. That's going to suck. But we are definitely going to send Mitchell Robinson to one of them now that we have him and one other untapped potential we have to send out. I'm thinking that we're honestly going to give it to Deontay Davis out of all of these because he is the other youngest player on the team. He him getting this will help a lot as he goes up to a B+ now. It's only good to have a backup center be a higher overall coming in off the bench. So without further ado, we are going to hop into the regular season. I'm going to hop into the minutes. I'm going to show you guys what we are rocking with for this second year. Hopefully we can come away with a championship. All right, you guys, scratch that. I did adjust the minutes a little bit more as I had some minutes going to a reserve player. That's my mistake, but now we got 38 for Westbrook and Harden. We really need both of them to lead this team to greatness, and I mean that literally. Andre Iguodala getting 26 as a starter. I know it might not be the best idea to start him, but we're going to keep that in for now. Actually, you know, dude, yeah, we're going to keep Iggy at the starting. It's probably best to keep him in the starting rotation. It'd be cool to have him off the bench, but we're going to keep it like this. We got the 4 off the bench right here. I'm really hoping this team can do some damage, you guys. We're gonna have to wait and see, but without further ado, we are hopping into the second season right here. I will meet you guys at the end. Hopefully we do better this year than we did last year. All right, you guys, we are to the end of the second season of this Houston Rockets rebuild with Russell Westbrook. We see the team improve quite a bit as we finished 63-19 this year, a solid record. I'm pretty sure probably like 9 games better than last season, so we are not going to complain about that. We see James Harden take home his second MVP in a row, putting up absurd numbers of 35 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists per game on 51% shooting and 44% from 3. I cannot describe how ridiculous that is. We see Cole Anthony win Rookie of the Year with the Memphis Grizzlies, so they have Ja and Cole Anthony. That's really awesome, actually. 6th Man of the Year goes to Cole Anthony as well. He wins both those awards, so he's obviously balling out in the NBA right now. Anthony Davis with number 3 wins DPOY. I still can't get over that. That's just so weird to me how he's gonna be number 3, but what are you gonna do? Jarrett Culver wins Most Improved Player, putting up 17 points this year. Very nice to see that the rookies are doing well, and we see Mike D'Antoni take home Coach of the Year with a 63-19 record, as I just said. So a very solid year. We see Westbrook and Harden both take home All NBA First Team. Absolutely absurd, followed by Giannis, Zion, and AD. Wow, that's honestly just ridiculous. All Defensive Second Team, Russell Westbrook makes that too, so that is awesome. We're going through the rest of it. We don't see anyone else for our team make any of the All NBA teams. So what are you going to do? We are clearly the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're taking on the Phoenix Suns in the first round. But without further ado, as we always do, you guys, we are going into the season stats. And if Westbrook made All NBA First Team as well, he put up some ridiculous numbers, you guys. If it works out how they're putting up numbers in the video game, this could be one of the craziest duos we will see in the NBA for a while. I'm not pushing it that far, but in the video game, they're doing some ridiculous stuff right now. We see Harden, as I said, put up 34.5, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists per game, followed by Westbrook, who put up 26, 8 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game. Still damn near a triple-double. That is absurd. We see Clint Capella put up the 3rd most, 16.5. Austin Rivers with 11. Daniel House with 7. Deontay Davis with 7, Mitchell Robinson with 7, Iggy with 5, and PJ Tucker with 2. So even having PJ Tucker at the bottom, he went back up to a 74 overall, and Iggy, who's probably a huge help on defense for the entire year, only putting up 5 points per game as a starter. So maybe we should have started House for the entire year, but what are you going to do now? We still finished with a 63-19 record. There's not much more we probably could have done. So without further ado, we are taking on the Phoenix Suns in the first round, and I want to see what this team looks like. They got Ricky Rubio, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Dario Saric, DeAndre Ayton, Serge Ibaka now. All right, that's really weird to see. Kelly Oubre Jr., Frank, Kent Bazemore. All right, very interesting team. But I don't think we're going to have a problem with them. We are up 1 game already. We are going to keep going on. We are up 2-0. Please just sweep them. Get it over with real quick. Rest up for the second round. That's exactly what we're doing. And we're either taking on the Lakers or the Clippers, and we are taking on the Los Angeles Clippers as they had a battle for LA in the first round of the playoffs at a 4-5 seed. The LA teams are not doing as good as they probably should be. I'm going to say that straight up. But we are into the second round. I feel confident. This team is very dominant. We did a lot better than actually expected. And right now in the playoffs, we're currently 1-1. Okay, please don't blow this. Please don't blow this. 2-2. Take a 3-2 lead. We need that. Take it in 6. I'm loving it. And now we are into the Western Conference Finals again against the New Orleans Pelicans. Back-to-back years, we are taking on this NOLA team in the Western Conference Finals. I'm pretty sure, unless, yeah, it was definitely the Western Conference Finals last year. I'm like 99% positive on that. But this time we have home court advantage. I'm pretty sure we did last time, actually. So that's an irrelevant statement. Forget I said that. But we are confident in our team. I'm simming the current round again. Please take care of business. Finish this team off. We're up 3-0. All right, this is what I love to see. Not a sweep, but maybe, and it is a gentleman's sweep. We are moving into the NBA Finals, and now we are taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Can we complete this rebuild in 2 years. They have a starting five of Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. No changes there. DeAnthony Melton off the bench, DeMarre Carroll, Bruno Fernando, Matisse Thybulle. So yeah, this team is pretty decent, you guys. It is relatively the same team besides a couple bench pieces that they have added, but it is the same starting five that they're going to have going into this year. So we are taking this game by game. Game 1, actually, we win the game. All right, that is huge. Now we are simming game 2. If we take both in Philly, that is massive. That's exactly what we do. We're up 2-0. Please make it 3-0. We're back home. They take the first game in Houston. All right, this is exactly the opposite thing of what would happen in the NBA Finals. We take the 2 games in Philly. They take the 2 games in Houston. Now we're going back to Philly for game 5, and we win in Philly. We're coming back to Houston for a game 6. Hopefully we can close it out on our home court. It's back and forth right now. All right, we're up by 5. Third quarter, we're up by 15 with 2.5 minutes left. I'm confident we can sim the entire game. That's exactly what we do. We see us win the NBA Finals in 6 games over the Philadelphia 76ers in the second year of this rebuild. James Harden's taken home Finals MVP after finishing back-to-back MVPs in the regular season, putting up 34.5, 3 rebounds, and about 10 assists per game, dude. You cannot get better than that. James Harden takes home Finals MVP. We are able to get an NBA championship in just the second year of this rebuild. We clearly had to make some changes in the offseason to this team to be able to make them a championship team to actually go all the way and win it. Picked up Mitchell Robinson and put Iggy in the starting rotation, but you guys know what I mean. Relatively, it was not that much of a change that needed to be done. But regardless of that fact, you guys, we have finished this rebuild in just 2 years. It was a lot of fun to do. I'm really excited to watch this team in the regular season, that is for sure. But yeah, once again, you guys, if you did enjoy this rebuild in any way, make sure to go down below and smash that like button. All the support on the channel recently has been crazy, and I cannot thank you guys enough, as I do at the end of every single video. And I also want to mention, if you are brand new viewers to the channel and you are still here, I'm highly encouraging you to subscribe as well. Like I said before, coming out with brand new NBA videos every single week. You guys don't want to miss out on anything that has to come, I promise that. But once again, I thank you guys so much for watching this rebuild. I love each and every one of you guys. You all know this, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!